good and clear sense to people that if you got a bag of trash on the side of the road and I can pull a letter out of that, oh, well, whoever this letter was written to, they obviously dumped this and now we get to fine them. But that's usually not considered sufficient in courts and that type of thing. I don't know that, and that may be good, it may be bad. I don't know that an ordinance is gonna help that. I think that's a problem you're gonna have with this. So I just wanted to bring the statute to y'all's attention and put it in the packet. We all have a chance to look at it and just see and get some clarity. You know, if y'all want me to draft an ordinance, I'm happy to do that. But what holes do you want me to plug in this statute? I don't necessarily see there are any holes in here to be plugged.
I was sitting there reading this last night, and again, I was up at 5 o'clock this morning, I was sitting there drinking a cup of coffee and read it again, and I don't, honestly, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see where we improve anything by anything else. I totally agree with what you just said, that the ordinance is there. And something else I noticed, and maybe I'm wrong, and that is that a 15-pound bag of garbage is very big. Bag of garbage. A lot of the bags, and I've seen an awful lot of road, I think every one of us have seen bags that fall blown out trucks or laying on the side, in the middle of the road sometimes. But whether they meet the 15-pound criteria was another big issue. I doubt seriously if a lot of them do.
Even under 15 pounds,
yeah.
$100 fines.
Well, yeah, but again, can you prove the court?
Well, those things you would actually, the officer would have to actually witness happen.
That's true.
In order for him to cite that anyway.
And how is that gonna happen?
And the thing, I don't see how an ordinance gets us any better than what we got now.
Well,
That's the.
that was about that.
And the other thing, remember, is that if with an ordinance, we prosecute that, and this is
Yeah.
state statute.
Right.
State attorney is supposed to prosecute.
Well, I'll say the rest of it.
I think the sheriff told us that last meeting is hard to prosecute, and we're doing the best we can. The state's already can't handle business and send us reinventing the wheel.
I think all those that get upset when we see a lot of litter on the road, and I don't think, I mean, I'm keenly aware, you ride by and all of a sudden you see one blown out and somebody has hit it and they busted the plug right open and now everything is scattered from here to that door over there or maybe into the building. And, it's bad, but, you know, again, how are you gonna enforce it?
Well, if you actually see someone throwing litter out of their car, that deserves a blue light. But other than that, I don't see what we can do better.
But what are the
other than
odds?
educating the public about
Sure.
not littering.
Right. Okay. All right, we'll move on. I don't think there's anything else we can do there. Moving on down to number 2 under Public Works. Mr. Blair, if you will come and we're gonna discuss the,
Mr. Chairman, if it's okay with you,
Yes.
maybe we could do the Purple Heart and the EMS proclamation.
We
Because
can.
the EMS staff may have to leave at any time, and
That's true. Okay.
so if you don't mind, if we could maybe move down to there.
Number 1 under new business?
Yes, sir.
I'd be glad to. Ms. Clark, if you'll read.
The proclamation declaring declaring May 19th to the 25th, 2019 as Emergency Medical Services Week. Whereas emergency medical services is a vital public service, and whereas the members of emergency medical services teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury. And whereas emergency medical services has grown to fill a gap by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventive medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine. And whereas the emergency medical services system consists of first responders, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency physicians, trained members of the public, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. And whereas the members of emergency medical services teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and the accomplishments of emergency medical services providers by designating Emergency Medical Services Week. Now therefore, the Madison County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim the week of May 19th to the 25th, 2019 as Emergency Medical Services Week. And with the theme EMS Strong, Stronger Together, we encourage the community to observe this week with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities.
Motion to approve the proclamation.
Second.
Have a motion and second to approve this proclamation. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Pass 5-0. Do we have the press here?
We got Brian.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll take the picture.
All right.
Yes, sir, I'd like to say that, I'm very proud of the job they do. And I listen to the radio, in my office, during the day, and like yesterday, I mean, it was just one call after another. And, we appreciate the jobs that you do. I mean, I can't imagine being in an accident like yesterday, the car upside down, bleeding, and the I mean, it was some severe injuries. And to not know that you don't have somebody coming, and it just gives me comfort to know that I got people coming, that are highly qualified. So, I wanna say thank you. Appreciate the job you do.
I think we all, every one of us say thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, Mr. Chair, before we go, I would like to sort of build on what Brian has said. During my working career going up and down the highway, to Taylor County, I ran up on 5 fatalities. If you've never seen that, it can be gross. But like Brian said, knowing that there's somebody coming to give some aid, that's a comforting feeling. But if you never ran up on an accident, I hope you never do. And I'm quite sure we can get some stories from each one of the EMS personnel about different things they have encountered. So we thank you all for what you do.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I'd like to go a little further. I've actually been the patient that heard EMS coming, and that's a comforting feeling to knowing help's on the way. One time was myself with a medical emergency, the other time was my brother with a house fire. And you never know how much you appreciate hearing those sirens and seeing those lights and they come around the road when you're battling a fire. You've got a half-inch water hose you're trying to put out a house fire. So I can say I've been on the other end of it, and we really appreciate what you guys do.
Mr. Chair, if I may, as a lot of these folks know that you work with, I have a special place for that too, as far as, one being 28 years in public service or safety, and now almost 10 in the training aspect. But I also have a daughter that's a paramedic in Madison County, and very, very proud of everything she does every day and all the challenges that she faces. And I really commend everything for y'all, what y'all do each and every day.
I'm say the fire chief for last.
Yes.
I just want to thank y'all too for everything you do, as a retired fire chief. And I'm glad that we getting to the point where we're at in Madison County with what we're doing, because we should have been working on this a long time ago, but I think we're headed in the right direction. So thank all of y'all.
Thank you.
I'd just like to add to that, years and years ago, before we got the great staff we have today, and it has definitely improved over years. I've been here 48 years, and I remember, I can always tell Commissioner Davis, I remember when he was a rookie police officer, but I've actually driven the ambulance myself as a reserve sheriff's department and part-time employee, and it has come a long way, and it is comforting to know that we have some fine staff that we do here in this county. We're very privileged to have the great staff. Thank you.
Actually, one of the EMS personnel that's sitting in the audience came to my aid that night. I don't know if he remembers it or not. Michael, where you at back there? I don't know if you remember that or not. I knew I remembered that. No, you remember that.
Brian gotta tell us what he.
Yeah, I'll be Rick tonight. Y'all, let the commissioners let the commissioners get behind y'all. Y'all come on up front a little bit. Y'all come up front and let the commissioners kind of scoot in behind you there. Y'all you're gonna have to scoot way up. Come on up front. Come on forward. Come on, Liz, come on up.
Two bunny hops.
Alfred, can you get back there with,
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Austin and, no,
Yeah.
you can roll that out of the way if you want. Okay, I got everybody's heads in there. All right, I'll do just like Rick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, now even get one for Rick. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank y'all. Thank you. Keep going.
Thank you all.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna head back. No, we've been busy.
All right, now, Pleasant, we, move back up to Public Works, we're on,
Look at the Purple Heart.
you want to get Purple Heart, we
Yes.
still want to keep on, okay. Presentation of Purple Heart recognition, Trish Hinton and Oliver Bradley, come on up.
Good evening.
Good evening, Trish.
To all the veterans in the room, we thank you for your service. We wouldn't be here and we wouldn't have the freedoms we do without your help. And I'm sorry, I stepped on Mr. Bradley.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, Brian, we thank you all for support of veteran services here in Madison County and all that we can continue to serve. We really appreciate it.